Hello and welcome back to Popcorn Chat. I hope you guys are doing well. In this video, I'll be discussing Scott Beck and Brian Wood's latest film, Heretic. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about this film, mainly due to Hugh Grant's amazing performance, and I have to jump on the bandwagon and say he is so captivating in this film. We're very much in the Hugh Grant renaissance. We've seen him in The Gentleman and Paddington 2, and I think he's just really having fun at the moment in terms of the performances and the films in which he chooses to take on. I think Hugh Grant is great in this film. He is very charismatic in that first act when he lures in the two Mormon girls, and we are there being lured in by his charm as well. As the film progresses, we see his tone, body language, and whole personality change, and we know what's coming because we've all seen horror films, but this guy is not one to be trusted. Our main three leads work so well together, they bounce off each other, and their performances all help to elevate the film. I've never seen Sophie Thatcher or Chloe East in anything before, but I think their performances were excellent. They're very different characters from each other, but also from the beginning to the end of the film. At times I thought I was ahead of the film, spotting those obvious horror tropes where the camera looks at certain objects as though they will be clues for later on in the film. However, at the same time, it subverts your expectations of the horror genre. Unlike another recent horror film, such as Smile 2, this film isn't full of jump scares. It's much more creepy and eerie. The fact that Hugh Grant's character traps two young women in his house in itself is very scary, but on a totally different level. There's a lot of tension in the beginning of this film, and Hugh Grant's character's awareness of their nervousness in their house really sort of made him a lot creepier. The fact he could sort of see that they tried to ring someone and tried to get out, that was 10 times creepier for me. You think this would be quite limiting with three characters in one location. However, I think the dialogue is so strong in this, and the performances on top of that really carry this film, and it almost initially felt like a play. However, it goes beyond that and becomes a lot more cinematic in the camera movements and the design of the house, and adding in other characters as well. It makes it a lot more elevated rather than the initial play that I thought this could have been. Speaking of camera movements, one of my favourite shots in the film is when one of the girls is leaving a room, and then we sort of pull out and we get to see her in this sort of model house, and then we keep pulling out and then we see her enter the room. That was such a cool shot and really, kind of took my breath away in that moment. I have to say, I was convinced by Hugh Grant's argument when it came to religion and comparing those to board games and fast food in modern society. He made a very compelling argument. I really enjoyed Heretic, and I think that was due to the script writing and the performances from our lead characters. I also loved how the ending was left to interpretation. I think of one way, but I'm sure someone else might think of it another way. But I really enjoyed this one. If you're looking for a thriller/horror that's more about story and characters, and less about jump scares, then this is one to check out. Thank you so much for watching this review of Heretic. If you've seen the film, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I can't wait to check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another Popcorn Chat.